So I had a friend of mine talk to me about one of her goals, and she ended up telling me she was looking forward to, let's start over. I had a friend of mine tell me that she goes to college for business, for marketing in particular, and that's something that she wants to do. But she feels as though she doesn't know anything about it, even though she's gonna graduate next year, and she wants to start her own business eventually. But she's telling me that she feels that she doesn't have that she likes the experience and she doesn't know what to do. She's afraid to start. And I ended up telling her something that I want to share with you guys. There's going to be times in your life where you may want to go ahead with a project or a new business venture or what a new direction, let's say. You got to be fearless. You got to be willing to jump, take a leap of faith. And I want to urge you guys to do that as soon as possible because, look, the older that you get, the more responsibilities that you have. So, while you're young, it's best to take this opportunity that you have of not that many, let's say, things on your plate and take advantage of that and go ahead and do take risks. I am a firm believer in taking risks. And obviously, there's certain risks that I would recommend to completely avoid. But in the terms of my career, my business, and my life, the risks that I take are ones that I think will yield a very high return. I'm not going to go and just run up to anybody and try to fight them. No, that's a risk that I'm not willing to take. A risk that I'm willing to take is to put in all my time and effort into the sole purpose of getting ahead and reaching success in my 20s. And even if I don't get there, I would much rather do that and take that risk than not do anything at all and just wonder, oh, what could happen? What if? So I urge you to take this moment. And if there's something that you really want to do, to just do it. There's no real excuse that you can that you can delay that you can use to delay the things that you want to accomplish. If it's something that you truly want to do, I think there should be no excuse. Maybe let's say you don't have the time, but honestly, if you want, you can make the time. I make the time for the people who I find very important in my life. I make the time to do the things that I believe are very important. I go to the gym every single day. So the fact that I'm willing to make time for the gym and my family means that I'm willing to make time for anything that I really want to do. So that was just my example. But a lot of people, they say they don't have time. You look at their phones and, they have a bunch of hours on the screen time, meaning they do have the time. They just haven't allocated their time correctly. So that has to do with time management and things of that nature. Regardless, you do have the time, you have the means. All these other excuses, no excuse, in my opinion, is valid enough for you to delay or procrastinate on something that you truly want to do. So I need you guys to take that into consideration. If you want to start a business this year, this is the perfect time to start it. If you want to lose weight this year, this is the perfect time to start. If you want to get in a relationship, this is the perfect time to start. Don't be afraid. I think you need to be able to embrace failure. This is another point that I made to her. You got to be willing to embrace failure. Failure is what's going to bring you closer to success. In the end of the day, Rome wasn't built in one day. You don't gain weight overnight. Things happen in longer intervals than we seem to notice. Things don't happen overnight. There's no such thing as an overnight success. All these people that you see, they blew up overnight or they became something big overnight. If you look at the backlog, if you look at the catalog of the videos that they put out, of all the times they were down and out, it goes deeper than you might imagine. So I don't really believe in overnight successes or anything of that nature. You just got to be willing to put in the work and and continue to work even if there's no results. That's something that I've personally dealt with on multiple occasions. You can say that's part of, let's say, delayed gratification. You got to be willing to do the work even though you don't see the results right away. And that's completely fine. That's going to make you a better person. So, all I really want you to grasp from this video is the following, that don't be afraid to take risks. Don't be afraid to jump, to take the leap. Just be willing to do the work. Be willing to continue to do the work even if you don't see the results. And I'm 100% sure that if you follow this advice, if you heed my advice, that you will get to a situation or a point in your life that you would have never gotten to had you not taken that risk, had you not taken that chance. So I'm going to end off on that note. Walk with truth and walk with power. See you guys on the next one.